What you're seeing right now is a visualization tool I call the Keyring. It helps simplify chords and scales and immediately shows you how different inversions and transpositions are all related. It also shows you how notes in one chord can move to notes in the next chord. My hope is that it will help you connect what you hear with what you know and help make concepts much clearer much more quickly. Here's how it works. An octave is 12 half steps, just like a clock is 12 hours. So all I did was wrap the 12 half steps around a circle, just like the 12 hours are wrapped around a clock. When I play each note on my keyboard, it lights up on the keyring. You'll see that once I get to the next octave, it just starts over again. Just like a clock, up is always clockwise. But the power of the keyring comes when we look not just at notes, but at intervals. Different interval sizes have different colors. An interval of 1 half step is red, 2 is yellow, 3 is green, 4 is light blue, 5 is dark blue, and 6 is purple. Now let's say I play C, D, E, F. You can see that there are 2 whole steps, 1 half step, and a perfect fourth that connects the C to the F. So remember that 6 half steps was purple. Now watch what happens when I play an interval greater than 6 half steps. The line starts getting shorter again, and so we just reuse our old colors in the reverse order. 7 is dark blue, 8 is light blue, 9 is green, 10 is yellow, and 11 is red. If you're confused why one color could mean 2 totally different intervals, check this out. If I play from C up to F, it's a perfect fourth. But if I play C down to F, it's a perfect fifth. So what we're really getting is one color that represents the connection between 2 notes in any octave. And that's what helps make the keyring a powerful tool for reducing the amount of information you have to think about. Because now let's say I play C, E, G. No matter what inversion I play it in, it'll come out the same shape. But sometimes it's helpful to know what the bass note is, so that's why I'm also including this arrow. The arrow points to the bass note of the chord, so now if I play different inversions of C, E, G, we can see it appears the same, but with a different bass note. So that's much simpler than looking at a keyboard or a staff, but I wanted to make it even easier to process quickly, so I added one other element. This starburst highlights the root of the chord. If a chord is in root position, the root and the bass are the same note. If I play an inversion, the bass note changes, but the root doesn't. Okay, now to see this thing in action, watch these different ways I can move between chords. Here's a C major triad to a G major triad, with all voices moving in the same direction. Now here it is when I use smooth voice leading. The shapes are the same no matter how I get there, but the movement is different. When possible, the animation on the keyring will reflect the voice leading I'm actually playing on the piano. Sometimes it's helpful to see the relationship between chords and the scales they live inside. When that's the case, I'll add in the scale shape. I'll keep the tonic of the scale, scale degree 1, on top, which means you can always find the scale degrees in the same place around the circle. Right now I'm in C, so C is at the top. Here are scale degrees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Now, here's the same thing in E flat. Now E flat is on top, and here are the same scale degrees in a different key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Now, when I add diatonic chords on top of that, you can see how they travel through the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. So that should be everything you need to know to understand the keyring. Once you get used to it, I really think it can help you solidify concepts in a powerful way.